Problematic considering the Glocks are that incredibly close, but a quick clean headshot from Shox on the retake. 2 kills for Finest. And they're gonna ball their way right through. Prime's trying to fall back, but he has too many angles to cover, and this is looking problematic for Tricked. The retake on point. Annika's in the fight against Quez, who was the last one standing. Not a single kill for Tricked. They did get the bomb plant, 800 bucks in the bag. But nonetheless, the opening pistol is in favor of the... Doesn't check his angles, and the backup is there. Kerr in connector, though, reads the Pleasant rotation and finds a new one added in. The bomb gets dropped in connector. That's used. Krails is down to 3 HP. But Shox needs to be careful. Long range fights do favor the M4 in this situation. The bomb is, of course, dropped in connector, but they actually abandoned the bomb on the CT side and used that as extra time that it's going to take Tricked to recover it. Because they have 35 seconds left. There's no one there. They just need to defend the sites. They still haven't secured the bomb because they're so desperately checking every angle 50 times. I think Twist made a step, and he did, but nonetheless, he finds the headshot. It's going to be Kerr all on his lonesome 1v3, making a lot of noise. They know where he's coming from. 13 seconds left on the clock, and he's going to get shut down. Twist is always on the T side if you are at equal footing. AKs are pretty good. And the push towards the A side. Oh no, B bomb side. This is problematic. There's 3 CTs lying in wait in the near vicinity. 2 on the side, and Pleasant gets rid of the only A player from Tricked. Oh no. Kerr, does he check his angles correctly? He's about to jump over his opponent. Krails gets a huge kill onto Kerr. The last remaining CTs heading out towards that B bomb site. Larson with the op around the corner. There is going to be the angle. Hell misses the shot. He's coming in from behind. He's running forward. Knife in his hand, and that will be his downfall. Pleasant was not there for the immediate defense, but did get the trade. They're playing a lot of nasty positions, rotating around on the side of Finest. They're in tough angles to beat. Iceberg's out in the open, but Pleasant can back his teammate up from that position. It's great from Shox. He just keeps him occupied, and Pleasant peeks up from connector, says hi, goodbye, falls back, and the plentiful flashes coming through makes it hard to even cross forward. They know Pleasant is still in connector because Quez has the lower part and Kerr the top end. But the bomb is in connector as well on the opper's back, and Kerr is going for the peak, but Pleasant shuts him down. It's all onto Quez 1v4. He only has an AWP and the bomb on his back, but 20 seconds left. He's just rushing the AWP to death. And in comes the... Man. Peeking in. Kriya spots it. Does dive away, and Shox from a great angle gets a triple. They all get distracted from the one player jumping up to scout out the utility that Shox is not even being spotted whatsoever. Larson's all alone with the op in hand. He needs to make a fat, juicy clutch happen, but that nade on his feet, down to 7 HP. The flank coming in from behind as well. One straight bullet's enough to shut him down. Tries to get a godlike flick, and he hits Annika's, but he gets pushed from behind. Just, oh, boom. Iceberg right behind the smoke. Oh, this is actually pretty big. Though Twist wants to push through the smoke. Does he? No. He gets blinded. Oh, that flash was so good. Pleasant still lurking about behind the smoke. They never expected a second CT in the area, but Prime finds another trade coming through. It is, however, only 2 Ts left standing. But honestly, that flash that was, I think it was thrown out by Annika's, was like the money shot right there. The money flash. Halon getting pushed by Prime. Annika's. I mean, what's Larson doing right? Oh, he's throwing out smoke for distraction, but the bomb is dropped, and that's round over. 12 seconds, no time. Larson loses the round, and so does Tricked with a 9-1 lead. Finest are tearing apart the Scandinavian scene. Push towards the A site. Annika's. He's trying to find the flicks. However, he's overwhelmed on the site, and the backup is a little bit too late. Pleasant is in the area. They have the money to spend here on the CT side. He's looking to see if he can find a freebie angle. Once that smoke dissipates. Kerr. Around the corner. Plus is going for the peek, but just a little bit too shy of a full peek will cost him his life, and that's going to give Trick their second on the board. Now they just need to win 4 more in this half. They're aggressively hunting, even though Trick don't really have any cash. I'm not too sure about setting in such a massive hunt without very little money on your team. Well, a quick rush up. Prime in B short. Won't be encountering any of the CTs yet. They tried their aggression out towards A, but this is all the information they need. There is no one pushing through towards A for the time being. That angle's being held down by Anikas. That means the rest of the CTs can just hold down connector and B, knowing that it's most certainly going to be that direction that they're headed out. They line up perfectly. Shocks and Twist chime in. They just decimate their opponent. Same angle as well being used in the meantime by Shocks, where he found himself to before he falls. And it's Larson again, last one standing, but overwhelmed by Twist. They try their best, but they're ready for it. And that is what that early information play gives him. And Anikas also hits, like, you know, pretty reasonable shots. Going for that jump peek. Yeah. That wasn't fine for Prime. Ooh, another one added on top. Quick headshot. Iceberg does at least find a kill onto Pleasant in the process. But they have, even though he hasn't really done that much on Anikas on the AWP, they still have, he's arguably their best player. So he is a terrifying beast to witness. Oh my lord, how is that possible? Run and gun, and he still hits the no-scope. Confidence for it. And to be fair, like, your team is dominating, so at this point you have a frickload of it. But he misses, and that's why you need confidence, because that's going to be at the back of your mind. But Pleasant peeks out of connector. The opportune moment. Man advantage still back in Finest's favor. And Twist towards that B bomb site. They are rotating every CT to defend it. It is 2v3. The retake coming in. They know that one is towards the Wata. Quez rushing in. But he will be found out by Pleasant, who gets his third in the round. It's all on to Larson, but Shocks coming in heavy. But Finest on their T side, a lot more reserved than Tricked. In connector, somehow Larson doesn't die? Okay. That's actually remarkable that he doesn't die right there. The Shocks, who started shooting at him ages ago. But the pipes defending his life. Is that ding 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 because the train's coming by? I guess so. Was there a church somewhere on the map? Well, the patience is a virtue kind of play. Finest are really patient on their T side. Peek wide, but Iceberg still hits the shot. The push comes towards the B bomb site. Flash comes in. Quez actually doesn't get blinded. And they pounce together. It's all on to Anikas. Rough scenario. Saving the AK right now, at least attempting to, falling back there. Pick up the AWP in the process, so there's still one lurking about. Anikas on the T-op though. Pushing towards the B-bomb site. They're gonna go for the double peek. Oh, this is dangerous! Anikas not ready, but Twist coming in from the side. Anikas is not dead. And they do manage to get it to a 2-man advantage. But Quez and Iceberg grouped up together to defend B. The question is, where is Finest actually headed? Because Prime is actually in connector here. Lurking about, gets a freebie. However, not before Shox finds himself a huge kill on towards that B bomb site first. Grails in B short as well. It's all onto Iceberg, and I guess he's just going to try and retrieve the AWP, save it into the next round, because Finest are going to put themselves on to 14. Util flying out. Are they going to check the angle? It seems that is going to be the case. Bless and make sure that kill is secured. And the run in, gun in is the play to go for it. Quez on the site with the 5-7 in hand, but will be overwhelmed by Plas, and it's all on to Kerr. And yes, indeed, ladies and gents, it looks like it's going to be a 16-6 stomp by the Tricked side, who are looking really good after a short break, with all the RMRs and everything happening. 16-6 coming alive. Finest looking at their, well, Finest of the second map. A very quick rush forward by Finest, trying to get themselves on towards that A site, but the defense from Tricked is sublime. They managed to find the headshots they need so far, but quick trades come out, make it a little bit more dangerous. Quez on the site, though, he is needing some backup, but there's the backup prime with the dualies coming in. It's actually Kerr getting the last kill in the round, but who looked definitely very deadly. There's going to be a quick kill coming in for Shox, though, dropping the one I just gave compliments to. Prime? Okay. Jumps through the smoke, but gets flashed while he jumps through the smoke, so completely blinded, and then just wildly trying to find a target in the process. That looked a little bit... Okay, that looked a lot lost. 3 kills for Finest right now. Shox is still holding the position to keep an eye on the AWP, and they get a clean sweep on Finest's T side. That is not a great way to start open your showing here. Of course, Rallen, the Polish player, hasn't been in a team for quite some time, but he is here to play. We have a 3-on-3 ensuing. It's a couple of pistols, plus, of course, that AWP on Quez for the Tricked side. For the people that do not know who Rallen is, well, he's a Polish player that used to, for the last time, play on Anonymo at the beginning of this year, but currently is a teamless opper. Oh, do they know? Do they know he's around the corner? And yes, they do. They definitely do. Quez with the AWP, though, will be able to find the trade regardless, and well, they don't really want to head towards the AWP player, I would presume. Or are they actually going to try and face up against Quez? He's got the angle. Flash, however, blinds him completely, catches him off guard, and that is going to be Kerr in a 1v2, with the bomb being planted by Finest, looking to make it a 3-on-3 scoreline. The question is Kerr just going to pick up a gun and try and save it, or is he actually going to attempt the retake? There is probably an AWP inside. Yeah, there he can pick up the op. He's going to pick it and dip. Yep. Utility, 50 seconds left on the clock. There's also a player lurking out towards the A site, and the push comes to shove. Can they get themselves control over the site? It seems to be the case, considering the T's... Like, cities have just abandoned the site. The flash comes out, push comes in. Iceberg immediately gets dealt with. Tries to go for that aggressive play multitude of times, but taken down. However, Kerr with the double spray down is huge. Rallen, just no fear, walks through the smoke. Yes, indeed, the substitute, 0 fear coming through. It's all on Larson. 1v3. They're all so low, but guess what gun he's wielding? The AWP. What does HP have to do with it? He is in a rough spot, and he can't really... I mean, unless he goes absolutely beast mode, but it's a very rough round to secure. Taking the B-bomb site in a 1v3 with an AWP. Swapping over towards the Deagle instead, because it is one bullet a player needed to secure the kills, and no way Jose. That doesn't bode well. So that is a nice entry from Kerr in Banana. Oh, this is a good move. He knows what's coming. However, somehow, magically, it still turns all on its head, because Finest are just... that good. Finest are just that good. who needs Anikas when you've got Twist God in your team? You've got Pleasant stepping up, Shocks going nuts. I miss the old Twist Godsent days. Remember those good old days? There's always that player that was like really good, but you always expected that step more. But he's finding his groove right now on the side A. And Prime actually wants to rotate away from A to defend B because they're playing a good distraction here with the set utility that they're throwing out towards the B bomb site. But this is all just to lure them away while the actual hit's gonna be B. Speaking of which, Quez does get a kill plus a lot of damage onto Twist. However, it's all onto Larson with 12 HP on the side, 20 seconds left. They need to get the bomb plant soon enough. He gets a kill, but traded out immediately because Twist is still alive and kicking. Gets the bomb plant 2-on-2 retake scenario coming in from Tricked to try and get around in their favorites. Twist and Rallen to defend that B bomb site, A bomb site. Mind you, an Iceberg. Oh, slowly walking into a very unfortunate situation. Smoke's about to dissipate, and Rallen overwhelmed by Prime. Great job, retake successful. I can't believe he missed that shot on Twist. Forces out Kerr from the angle. But, you know, the smoke was still there, so it doesn't really do that much. You know, of course, you now know that there's no one there, but if you're not even going to bounce behind it, it kind of feels like a wasted mod. I mean, it forces them more defensively, and B bomb site only has 2 defenders. But they still have utility. The smoke is going to delay quite a bit of time. They're going to have to rush through the smoke, and that's a big chance, especially with the molly thrown out. The delayed utility from Tricked is big, and it's a problem for Finest to brawl their way through. And easy pickings for the CT side. So maybe they can make that work. Iceberg spots his opponent out crossing through. Twist just hits the shot over the smoke, gets rid of Prime. It's all on Iceberg on that B bomb site. However, they're not headed just yet because they still have Kreas lurking out towards A. And they're falling back. A only has Quez and Larson. Well, I'm saying only Larson. Larson's pretty good on the AWP. However, 20 seconds left. They need to hurry right now on the side of Finest. The bomb could be dropped in an unfortunate position from the way he is heading out of apartments. Long range Quez does get rid of Rallen, and Pleasant make that 3, holds it down. Shocks will be shut down as well by Larson. 6-9 for Tricked. And they keep their hopes and dreams alive so far in the Flash. Waits for the team rotations. Gets a little bit baited by his own teammate there. Dancing around the smoke. Drops Larson. The boost play coming out. Oh no, what's happening? Rallen, he gets 2 kills in the process. 1v2. It's all onto Quez. They just got decimated. I don't really get how Rallen got 15 shots off with the 7 Deagle clip, but it's all onto Quez. 1v1 against Shock Scout versus Deagle. Mano a mano. Who's going to be able to secure the round? Galil is actually slightly better. Gets the chance to reload. But it's all a dangerous fact here. Shocks is keeping him occupied, going for the plant, but the fake is coming through nonetheless. Quez, he wins it with 2. Push comes out towards that B bomb site. They jump through the smoke, and from behind, Twist gets a double lineup. My lord. Why? I mean, it's harder to do that with an AWP. Big double coming in. Rallen up towards balcony. Quez, is he going to be able to expect an auto shotgun right in his face? Bump it up. Indeed, pump it up. Last one standing is Larson. Has the bomb on his back. Is trying to push forward. Rallen goes still towards the apartments. Just jiggling him all about. Larson is completely stuck on site, and they're just going to rush him down, force him back. Twist gets his 3rd in the round, and Finest tied. Each other's vision a little bit. Rush up in towards Arches, but it's Twist again. The man is so fast on the respawns. And Pleasant with a quick response of his own. Rallen chimes in onto Larson. That is going to be a 3 man down scenario. With Rallen peeking in from short, and Finest managed to take back the lead. Most certainly Quez doesn't even expect the Rallen. Still kills the Rallen off while Rallen, like, started shooting while he wasn't not ready whatsoever. Nonetheless, the round's going to get secured by Finest. Needs help quickly. They are rotating 2 players in. Twist and Pleasant are slowly heading out towards the A site. Shock's making some noise, but the run forward is actually going to get caught by Shocks, who is on his A game. 2 quick kills comes in. They are already on the site, but Shocks makes it a triple. He keeps on fragging all over the place. Twist chimes in because he knows it's a 2-man tag team kind of scenario. And Larson with the bomb plant, 1v5. He is just dead. There's nothing much more to be said. Twist just going for a couple of those BM shots as well. I guess a bomb site. There's the execute coming out. The flash is perfect onto Rallen, completely blinded in the process. Shocks needs some backup. Luckily enough, his backup is Twist, the dynamic duo. And they are trying to hold down the line. Shock still running around, but Prime with a double entry, making sure the site is in their hands. Look at the HP on the Trick players as well. A retake to come through. Pleasant with an AWP. Not necessarily the best gun for that scenario. But Kreyas, he's trying to peek over. Can he spot any of the heads? Is Prime shutting it down? Guess they realized that was not necessarily the most effective against the Finest side. Pleasant gets an aggressive hold in Banana, and they're rotating the remaining CTs back towards A. Can they get there in time before the pounce comes out? Because Shocks needs backup. Does, of course, have a little bit of help. Nade flying in. Rallen and Kreyas chime in. The bomb actually gets dropped. That's all the information they need. And Quez spotted through as well, but Shocks hitting so many shots. The nade flying out, blowing up Quez. Right here, right now, the execute comes out towards B. It's going to be a very quick pounce coming through. And Kreyas starts it off with a kill, but that smoke pretty deep is going to surprise Twist this time around. He's not there in time to turn it in his favor. Great move. Solid smokes coming out from the Trick side and making it very rough for the defense coming in from different angles. Quez trying to peek out and Banana gets tagged up, but the AWP from Larson is still there. Was still there. The nade as well. Bye-bye! Tries to jump his way to victory. 2v2 right around the corner though. Pleasant, does he know that there is an enemy inside the smoke? It is Kerr. It seems he knows something funky's up. He's going to check the angle and hits the shot. Prime 1v2 has to clutch it up big time up against Pleasant with the AWP. Taps the bomb, tries to bait him out. Is going to just keep on tapping it away, and Prime wins another big clutch. First he gets an ace. Now he gets the previous round, so they did make the readjustments on the CT side. Rallen gets a kill. Twisters get traded out in Big Pit. It is Prime, but the bomb is in hands of the CT side, which is a pretty big issue. Going further forward, Rallen gets flashed off, but Larson still hits the shot. Great peek coming in. However, Shocks finds a trade. Pleasant chimes in with that AWP. And it's all on to Prime and Kerr. And Kerr is on his mark as well. Prime is still in Big Pit. He is completely stuck. Very low in HP. All alone. And even there's just a full stack through towards... Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Not like this. Not like this. Pistol stacked in mid. And you walk into it. No. Actually, yes. 5-7 doesn't get the control, and that looks like it's going all the way down to OT. Rallen running in, but gets shut down by Kerr. And indeed, it is the case. OT gets hit. 15. All about. Rallen does get rid of Larson, and they peek in. Kreyas knows exactly where his last opponent is, and he's heading towards the site. Kerr 1v2. Twist and Kreyas with the retake attempt. Or, I mean, he doesn't have the bomb yet. It's actually in apps. So he needs to first get on top of balcony to get towards apps. It's getting spotted. Does nicely headshot Kreyas, but 1v1. And it's Twist. That is the last one to take the fight. Kerr's trying to make some noise while faking a jump. Nonetheless, we'll have to go to the side because 20 seconds left. Taps the bomb. There is the push coming out from Twist. Does he know? Twist knows it's... But there's 4 CTs towards A right now. The flash is utility flying out. Twist needs to back off behind the smoke. Saves his life. Rallen through the smoke. And Twist as well. No, not like this, my friend. Oh, that's a painful double kill. Through the smoke. Blinded. Random stray bullets are enough. And tricked. They lost Prime. And now Quez is also down for the count, rotating back towards the B-bomb site. In the back of the B-bomb site, they do have Kreas lying in wait. Rallen's joining in as well. They have 3 CTs ready to defend. And the flash comes out. It's a little bit deep, but Rallen still manages to make it a triple in the round. He's 22 and 20. Rallen, the beast! Plays, just holding angles. Waiting for the push to come through. The utility on Finest is actually almost completely depleted. But it is Iceberg getting a quick first. Falling back. Man advance for the CT side. Push comes to shove. They take a lot of fire, but no damage. And it will be the bomb getting planted. Retake for the tricked side. Chris through the smoke finds a random shot onto Prime. Luck is always a skill. And Rallen, of course, in that angle should be able to spot out the shadow slightly before he spots his opponent. Will be traded out. Kreas with 2 quick kills, but this is problematic. 2v2 time is ticking down. They need to hurry up on the CT side, and they're trying to come in, but Kerr, too many targets, too little time. Plassen shuts it down, and that is it. 19 to 15. Clean sweep coming in for Finest in O.